Essentials has a lot of other features that are very small, and let's check some of the main ones. Let's see, for example, that here we create a C# script. Let's call it test. Okay, and it creates a class named test. In case we want to rename this class, and we do it from here, we can rename it and say now it's, I don't know, walking or something like that. This class, as you can see here, still is not renamed, but now this can be easily fixed by right-clicking and update class name to match file name. We do so, now the class matches the file name. Another thing that we can do thanks to Essentials is right-clicking and duplicating the asset. Just by doing so, now we have a duplicated one. In this case, because we duplicated it, the name is changed, and as you can see, the name of the class now, and it gives a warning, working already defined. Then we go here and say update class name to match file name, and it's done. Easy. This can be done for other objects, for any other, let's say for example material, we can duplicate it as well, and here we have easily. Other tools that are given to you is clearing the console with a shortcut. In case you don't want to go to here, to the clear, there's a new shortcut. Here in shortcuts we can see it. Clear console, control space. This is given thanks to Essentials, and it's control space, clears the console easily and fast. Other things, when we get populated hierarchies, sometimes it's difficult, to, for example, let's create a cube now, etc. To manage it, imagine we have a typical chaotic hierarchy. Now we can right click and go to create divider. This is going to pop up this window. This window lets you put a section name. Let's put, for example, environment. Let's say that we want it to be separated by dashes, and the name we want it to the center. We can say it's right, left, and how many dividers we want. Let's say this configuration seems about right. 45 divided characters, and great. And here we have. Maybe those are too many. So we can create it again and go with less. You can see an easy way to create consistent dividers can be done. Another thing that we can check is, for example, the presets. Let's say we want to have a preset for the collider of the cubes, and we have right now a lot of cubes that we created. I want this cube to have a collider that is kind of like this. Okay, using presets we can save it, here itself, it's okay. Here we have the preset that defines how the collider is, but we want to be able to check if everything in the scene follows this preset. So if we go here in the preset, these three dots, we're going to go now and say validate all game objects in a scene. This is going to say in the console all the warnings telling you which objects are not following that preset. Just by clicking here. Additionally, if we set it up to add box collider default, this is going to check for everything that is created to follow it by default. Sorry. This is gonna add it to the preferences, project settings, presets, manager, and here we have the box collider. Okay, we can set up filters, but this is set as default. Now, if we do right click here in presets, we can search for mismatches between the same scene game objects and default presets. And again, it's gonna look up for everything that is not matching the default. This is amazingly handy when we set up filters and they could work by the naming or whatever. So we can easily check if something went wrong and we're not following the standards that we really wanted to.